So my name is Christopher Cady. I work for U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement within Department of Homeland Security. I work in custody management. My primary focus is legal access, so in facilitating and enhancing access to legal resources and representation. I'm also a contracting officer representative on ICE's agency-wide language services contracts. I also collaborate with the Department of Justice to provide a legal orientation program services to family groups, and also work with our USCIS colleagues within DHS on a kind of collaborative as well for language services. So that's kind of my day-to-day functions. So what drew me to this career path or my current position is I'd actually done a detail from Federal Emergency Management Agency to ICE to work on the Family Case Management Program at the tail end of the Obama administration. And it was a program that melded a ICE immigration officer with a caseworker, social worker. And what it was a program that worked with asylum seekers, and it basically helped them understand the immigration process because it can be quite complicated. And then it also got the families access to low-cost healthcare, got the kids in schooling. So it was able to kind of stabilize the families while also getting them through the immigration process. So following doing a Peace Corps service in Peru, I thought it was a perfect kind of transition to where I could actually see my work, talk to people that have kind of almost gone through the same circumstances as the families that I worked with when I was in Peace Corps. So I think it was a great position in the fact that I was actually able to see my work and the impacts on the people I was doing this work for. What I always look back on is doing a study abroad when I was at the University of Arizona, and I had actually gone to Viña del Mar in Chile. That kind of got me interested in different cultures, living abroad. One of the things that's is really important in my job, I would say, is understanding different cultures, why they're push and pull factors with immigration. These are people, and there's reasons why. And so I think understanding people. Another thing as well is effective communication. I speak Spanish as well, so that's definitely a bonus within immigration. With those things, I've worked as well at Department of State in Western Hemisphere Affairs, with a political science degree, understanding, other countries' histories. So I think all that kind of melds into it. I went to the University of Arizona, got a bachelor's in political science and a minor in Spanish. And it's really been beneficial in my current career, not only working at the Department of State in Western Hemisphere Affairs. I'd already lived in Chile through my study abroad experience, and then through my Peace Corps experience, I spent 2 years in Peru. So that really helped me there with political science, understanding not only our own history, but the history of other countries. And it was very beneficial in that degree as well. Yeah, so if you're looking into a career in the federal government, I definitely think that you need to look into internships with federal agencies. There's the Pathways program, the Pathways internship program. There's the Presidential Management Fellowship. There's Teach for America. You can go into the military as well. These are all things that can help you with a career in government. So these are definitely one of the things that I recommend. Another thing, we go into networking. I don't necessarily call it networking. I call it building relationships. I don't think that you should essentially take advantage of people. So it's a relationship, and then you want to build on that. At the University of Arizona, I thought it was really important for me to develop relationships with the professors, because they not only, helped me with letters of recommendation for graduate school, but for Peace Corps and for, a lot of my earlier positions in my federal career. So, the biggest thing is you own your own, professional career. And so you always have to be willing to learn things that you don't necessarily know. One of the biggest things for me is, I wanted to get more contract management skills. So one of the things I did was get this core certifications or contracting officer representative training. So that has allowed me to get, more supervisory authority, and has opened up more doors for me. There's also, within the federal government, there's detail opportunities. So, you should always be exploring different opportunities that are available to you. So these are definitely the things I recommend. To get into the federal government, there's one principal avenue, which is USA Jobs. However, you have to develop the qualifications and skill sets to get there. For U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, a lot of people come from a law enforcement or military backgrounds, also from the law profession as well. I have a master's of public administration background. Having experience in politics and government, I think is really beneficial. Developing relationships is very important. I don't like the word networking. One of my professors at University of Arizona, Dr. Todd, was really influential in getting me into American University for my master's program. He's also helped me get into the Peace Corps. So I think it's really important to develop relationship while you're at the University of Arizona, and that you continue to develop relationships in whatever facet of the career you're in. So I think it's really developing relationships, getting to know people, helping out people as much as you can, and playing it forward.